Antonio breaks down the law of attraction so well that it doesn't matter whether you're a child or an adult, whether you're 8 years old or 80 years old. Antonio teaches the law of attraction in a way to where anyone can grasp the concept, can gain understanding, and can begin to use the law of attraction to get what it is that they desire most in life. I guarantee you that you want to take a listen to Antonio's podcast, Secret to Success, Law of Attraction.
Did you support the movie? You didn't just sit there. Yeah. But okay, but you can't move it when you get there. Okay. Yeah, what you did is you pulled it out. You have to actually, that's your staging. All right, there we go. Okay. We have Sylvia with us as well. Sylvia, you can still hear? Outstanding. Good. It's clear. Audio seems to be doing pretty good. All right. We are talking. Sylvia, you're more than welcome to add value, get input, talk whenever you want to. Okay. Everybody ready? We know what we're talking about?
Law of attraction.
That's right. Do we know what area?
No.
Because I haven't told
No,
you.
you haven't told us.
I have not told anyone.
I have a feeling it's in the financial area.
No, it's not in financial, but that's coming. That's coming. I'm trying to go in a order, or in an order that that builds logically what you need each step of the way. What do you have?
We've talked about emotion.
Okay.
We've talked about thoughts.
Okay.
So to me, the only logical step next would be your attitude.
Okay, that's coming. That's probably
Well,
coming.
we talked
How-
about
how-
resistance.
Oh Lord.
How about receiving?
Okay, receiving works. That receiving may come, because I can combine both of those together. Relationships.
Oh.
Yes.
Can I get out?
Yes. The law of attraction and relationships.
Jumping.
Yes. Everybody immediately lowered their heads and took out their tablets and started writing after the collective.
I'm gonna need notes for this.
After the collective. Oh. Okay. Yes. Let's start this off with a general conversation first. Why would I bring up the law of attraction in the relationship department?
Because I'm sorry.
Okay, just talk loud enough. We got. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce. You can't see on camera, but we have Sylvia with us. Yes, and she has. Here's what happened. She subscribed very early on, and she's been seeing. Now, what we do. This is the first 30 days. So if you're in the first 30 days of subscribing, you get these things. I record, then we release. Record, release. Now, if it's a month from now, then this will just be on the cycle. This will be on the cycle. Be pretty cool. But record, release is awesome. However, Sylvia has been with us from the beginning.
Yay!
Yay!
And she was giving great feedback. It was like, oh my God, it's great. All great stuff. And then she asked if she could be a part of it. And I was like, sure you can.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is.
Can you hear them cheering for you? Can you hear them cheering for you? Okay. Okay, good. Yes. She's awesome, super positive person. And then we will let her talk. Obviously, we'll just repeat it for the camera so the camera can hear her. So Sylvia, when you watch this episode, this is all about you. Well, not the topic, but in this moment. Okay. The topic's about everybody.
All right. Yes.
I don't want y'all to think that she had relationship problems.
No.
And okay, all right. Law of attraction relationships. Now, you were getting ready to say why you think I would bring this up. Okay, that's an appropriate response. Okay, yes, Sylvia's correct. In relationship around, you bring negative vibes to relationships. She's correct. What about you, Deanna? Yes. Well, okay. You said you attracted. It's true. But then also true. You bring these vibes too. We don't just attract them. We walk them wherever we want to go. I'm coming to that. But go ahead. talk a little. Got a little louder. We got Cameron and her.
We carry them. We pack these negative vibes into suitcases and take them from one relationship to the next.
Yep, that's coming up.
We, in law of attraction and relationships, it's like with life. If you think a certain thought, you attract that thought to you. If you're already at your core this type of person, then that's what's going to come out, and that's what you're also going to attract to you. But you're also going to push it out on others. So in your relationships, what you are is what you get.
In your relationship, what you are is what you get. Okay? What do you have, Michelle?
That's what I was gonna say. That whatever our relationship is good or bad, is because we attracted it. We attracted the bad relationships. We attracted the good relationships.
That is absolutely correct. Okay, Mr. Sir.
They gave some great examples about relationships. But I would say, to answer your question as to why it came up, I would say is that, for one, the word itself, law of attraction, is a word of prosperity. Nobody that's lived in poverty or even have a poverty mindset even knows the word law of attraction. So in order to even have the law of attraction, which is prosperity, it has to be in every area of your life, even your relationships. And it is not more so of relationship, like, what you're getting from the people. It's more so of, even more powerful, so of what you're taking to the people. Because you're thinking you're clean, but you're taking all your contamination into a clean relationship, and you contaminate everybody.
Okay, makes sense. Let me make just one correction real quick. The law of attraction isn't necessarily prosperity. The way you use it in this culture is, you will attract scum to you or soap to you. Okay, million to you or under a bridge, homeless to you. Okay, the law of attraction is always working. You can never turn it on. Never turn it off. It is. I got you. I saw your head. It's uncontrollable. It is always working every time. When you were poor-minded, you was just super poor. Hey, poor, find me, please, poor. Thank you, poor. Now that you're prosperity-minded, hey, prosperity, find me, please.
I'm
Find
right
me.
here.
All
Right here.
There you go.
Prosperity, right here.
Okay, so go ahead. You had a comment or a question.
So.
No so.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me.
I'm going to bump you something.
Yeah. Let me explain what that is about. All of these people right here, 1, 2, and 3, and even my son in the background trying to get my attention. What's up, buddy? Okay, we'll work it out. Come walk it over here to Miss Diana. Now, all these people. He can get on camera. That's fine. He's
You don't want to trip over the court.
All these people are professional speakers. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Professional.
Yes. And this weekend, next weekend, they will all be sharing the stage with Les Brown himself.
Sharing.
And so, it's a
Professional.
filler that we don't do. Okay? All right, so while she's busy, we'll skip her comment for right now. Anybody else had any general things? Let me go to Sylvia real quick. Sylvia, did you have any more comments before I get into the teaching?
No, I talked about it.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, you can go with your comment. Okay, go ahead, Deanna.
With law of attraction and relationships, it not only, and this is a thought that I just had, it not only deals with the relationship that you have with others, but also the relationship that you have with yourself.
Yes, that's good. That's a good point. I'm not even sure if I was going to bring it up today, but now I am going to bring it up. So that's a good point. That's a very good point. So good job there. All right, let's get into some teaching. You might want to write these things down.
Oh,
okay. You don't have. Go ahead. You don't have a single relationship you have not attracted. Just write that down, accept it, deal with it. Well, I don't want this hater in my life. Yes, you do. because like attracts like. Now I want all of you, let's borrow from Bryant's Holy Scriptures for a moment. Just nothing too holy. It's okay. It's just there's some obscure words in there that I want to bring out. It's totally obscure. In the beginning of your Bible says, each plant produced its own likeness. Way in the beginning. Genesis chapter 1. It's way in the beginning. Each plant produced its own likeness. That means if it was a tomato, it only produced a tomato. I need for all of you to understand, here's number 2, or number 1 inside of number 2. Yes, this is going to hurt very bad. The relationships around you are you. That is, turn it down for me a little bit, buddy. The relationships around you, Ashley, turn it down for me, buddy. I'm on camera. The relationships around you, okay, the relationships around you, they're you. So guess what? All that judging, that didn't work out for you. You attracted what you judged. Yeah, oh no.
Look, I'm trying to look.
Yeah, you attracted what you judged. That is, yes.
Oh.
Okay, Revelation. Let's hear it. Let's hear this Revelation.
Revelation is my daughter. She's young 20s.
Okay.
She likes to wear short skirts. She likes to wear workout clothes in public, just not in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a problem with that.
What you say?
I had a problem with it, and to me, that was wrong. That was wrong. Not realizing I used to dress like that.
Look at you. Look at you.
I used to dress provocatively.
Look at you. So now that we about, almost 2 years older than our daughter, I was going to say 30, but I okay.
You can say that now.
Like, I can say
I just said my daughter's in her early 20s.
Oh, okay,
so.
all right. Yeah, she's a little older, but she's about 2.5 days older than her daughter.
Thank you. Thank you.
We forgot 2.5 days ago that we did the same thing. So when you judged her in her attire, you got more of her in her attire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the more I commented on it, the more she wanted, the more she wore it.
What you resist, persist. I'm coming back to that because a lot of y'all have marital problems or relational problems because you keep resisting your significant other and not building with your significant other. We're coming back to the yes. There will be tears. No, I'm just joking. Hopefully not. Okay, hopefully not. There are already tears happening. Okay. Hold up. Let me save you from the cry right now. What was my last one? I'm building
the more you judge.
No, the one before
What
that.
you judge, the more you get.
Yes, the more you judge.
So I was judging her.
It's like own kind. It's like kind. That means that your relationships outside of you are you, whether you want them to be or not. I'm gonna have to admit this. I'm spending a little time right here because I can't talk to you after this until you grasp this concept. You thinking you're better than them, you're not. You can't be, because like attracts like. Saying comments like such as I wouldn't do that to them. Yes, you would. Because like attracts like. You are only saying you wouldn't do that to them because you're thinking about them. You're not doing a Michelle and being transparent enough and admitting you used to do that to someone else. It's no, we can't move on. She mouthed to me, can we move on? Can we move on? No, we cannot. Yes. Yes. You got to grasp this concept. I want all of you right now to think about all of your relationships. The superficial ones, the acquaintances, to the close friends, to the lovers. We're coming back to lovers. We're coming back. Let's start with the inner layer, skipping lovers, close friends. Your close friends are you. How they behave is how you behave. Let's go out. Those acquaintances, that's the superficial you. It's still you. You're like an onion. It's still you. You only, but I don't. But these are my people. I just work here. No, you attracted that job with those people. So you keep trying to blame your job for why you have drama, and you won't admit that you are the drama, and that's why you were attracted to that job. Uh-oh. Yes, Revelations got 2 of them. By all means, and then I'm gonna go to Sylvia after you two talk.
Okay, so I recently left. I retired.
That's good.
I recently left a job that I attracted because, and the people were, I was just gonna say there was drama.
Mm-hmm.
When I started to change me and realize that I'm not those people anymore, or I didn't fit in anymore with those people, and is that why it made me so much easier to transform into the next step of my life?
Yes, it would have been easier, but let me talk about the side effect of changing in an environment that you used to be. Watch it. I didn't say used to be in. I said used to be. Because before you were above the drama, I need you to receive. You were the drama.
I was gossiping, right. and then I realized my integrity.
There you go.
And my character started improving.
There you go. And you didn't just do that at your job. And you're close. If you want to know how you behave, follow how you behave at your job, and then go to your closest relationships. You will see how you actually behave. If you're super nice at your job, but you're super mean in your your lover relationships, that super nice is the fake you. And since you had to be fake all day, you came home and overcompensated and was very mean to the people who love you. Yes. Okay.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. Okay. You too. Okay. Do we have a you two here too?
What you mean?
So you was a professional at it.
I mean, well, if I could comment, and as you talk, I'm just shaking my head because you're in total agreement. I was just recently telling a close friend of mine. He was like, "Why you, more or less, why you coming at me like that?" I said, "Cause you me."
Yep.
He was like, "What you mean?" I say, "See, a lot of times, people say, I see you and me, I see me and you."
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Nah, bro, it's deeper than that.
Yep.
You are me. And I'm trying to stop you from making the mistakes I did. Because I ain't got to make these mistakes twice. I made them once. Now let me teach me how not to make them again."
Now watch this.
Because that's, from the attitude, I'm like,
oh yeah.
And then as my awareness level grows, I sit back and be like, I am a butthole. Like, I'm anal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wrong.
Yep. And so let me bring this up. Then I'm going to go to Sylvia. I'm going to have you, when she starts talking, I'm going to have you take this over there. Well, no, since she's right there. Maybe start taking this over there so we can hear her. This anal, he said. Guess what? If you always want to be right, you attract in your life people who always want to prove you wrong. If you always, there's a reason why I brought up that like it's kind. If you always gossip, all your relationships are filled with gossip. If you're always angry, all your relationships are always angry. No matter what it is, no matter how it is, no matter what that shall be, it will be what you are, because you are what you planted, and you can only get what you put in the ground. Lastly, go ahead, hold on, Ashton. Lastly, what we have going on here is when you change, you don't get to look back and judge what you're leaving or what you want changed, because the only thing you're looking back at is the old you.
That's it.
And you didn't have a problem with it.
When it was you.
And exactly. In fact, it was invisible to you when you were doing it.
It was. It was.
Completely invisible. You were so in it.
Powerful.
You didn't even. It was invisible. You didn't notice it until you stopped. Until you stopped being that. Okay. So Sylvia, we're gonna let you talk now. Let's hear from you.
I have a question for work though.
Okay.
I experience a lot of awkward working conditions where I'm just like, I don't vibe with everybody else around me. So like, I mean, I've tried to be nice or whatever, and things still didn't work out. So does it have to be like I'm supposed to be there because of like we don't attract each other, or is it because I'm not doing it and not?
Okay. Got you. Here's what's happening here. I just didn't want a million people to see her Facebook page. That's all.
So sorry.
Yeah. If I connect to the speaker also has a microphone in it, and then it's not showing out. She won't be able to hear me as well. Yeah. It's gonna think it's a microphone. That's why. No, it's okay. You're doing fine. You're just trying to assist. Well, all right. Her question. Let's go backwards here. And let me ask you a few questions so I can answer you properly. You have a few issues at the job. You said you don't like them, correct?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming the issues are people, correct?
Yes.
And you don't vibe with them well, is what you said, correct? And this is a constant thing at your job, right?
Yeah.
All right, you got 3 things going on. Okay? Write these down in order. Thing number 1, you are putting energy in the wrong people, places, and things at your job. That's what's happening. So the more you complain, and you may not complain on your job, but you go home and you complain. You get in your car and complain. You complain in your head. Whatever you do, whatever you do, it's planting. You're basically, your energy is the fertilizer for what you don't want. Did everybody receive that?
Yes.
The more she resists it, or the more she tries to correct it, because that's how normally what you all do. You go in there, you try to correct the problem. You cannot correct poison without getting poisoned.
Ivy.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Come on, Ivy.
Yes. Think about it. Oh, look at this poison. Let me correct this poison. As soon as you put your hands in there, your hands fall off because you try to correct the poison. Now, from a non-poison perspective, we know this is poison, but thinking about this from a sowing and reaping perspective, you're the fertilizer. Hey, grow against me, please. I'm going to give you the energy that you need to grow against me. Does that make sense? Remember, everything's energy. And I am giving energy to what I don't want. That's number 1. Second, ready? Second thing going on is somewhere in you, you have the tendency to be what you don't like at the job. Here's the beautiful thing about this. The beautiful thing about this is 2 things going on here. You have, maybe you're there, it could be either or both. Okay, can you still hear me? Okay, these are the 2 most important things. Well, they're building into importance. I gave you least, although it was very important, but least important, these 2 are going to be, and then the last one going to be super important. Okay, these 2 things are going on inside of number 2. Thing number 1, she has a problem inside of her. This may not be true. This could be. And what's happening is life is trying to teach you how not to be that anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The way I would say this, and you've heard me say this before, when I talk to people who are biblically inclined, there's a story in the Bible about King Saul, who threw spears at David's anointing all the time. Every time David did something great, hey, get this spear. Now the text says David dodged the spears and then he dodged them again. So he dodged more than one spear, which is some pretty good character there. And the way I tell this to people is, you are not David. You're not the spear dodger. You're the spear thrower. And sometimes, yes sir, you can say it.
And sometimes God will sit you under a Saul to get rid of the Saul in you.
In you. Got it? So it could be you're in this place to get rid of that place in you. Does that make sense? That's option number one inside of option number two. And it could be either or both and. Here's the second one. You want greater. Greater is really close. You're about to have a major breakthrough. You're not your situation. That has nothing to do with you, what I just said. You're doing a great job manifesting and meditating. You're creating your own reality. And the only way you can experience the prosperity you're about to have is to go back to the law of opposites, and you need them to enjoy what you're about to get.
That's it.
I have a question.
Okay, you got it?
I have a question.
Got a question. I'm going to repeat it just so it can sink in, because you want to tell me, I like to repeat stuff, okay?
Okay.
But if this isn't for you, this is for the camera, this is for everybody else. What happens is you may be walking in your law of opposites right now. And you need this environment so you can enjoy the breakthrough that you've been creating. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, it could be either or both and.
That was my question. That was my question.
That was your question.
If you can be both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you can have step one and step two.
Well, most certainly, because we try to get to the next level without being the next level. And life would teach us how to be the next level by putting what is meant to get us to the next level in our lives. But the experience of bad stuff, so you can climb over what is bad. It's not going to give you a ladder. It's going to bust you at the knees, so you can learn how to stand wounded. Make sense? Well, yeah. If you go back, when you go back and listen to some of the classes, I talked about the law of opposites very early on purpose. Was that? It was very early.
Knowledge plus experience equals being.
Okay, and you must go. You may very well be creating a wonderful reality, but in order for you to experience it, you got to experience the opposite first. And I gave the examples in one of these videos. I made him stand up. He's 5'9". But in order for him, he can't know he's 5'9" if the roof is the opposite of 5'9". If everything in this, yes, she got a breakthrough. I just heard it. If everything in this life was 5'9", you wouldn't enjoy being 5'9" or experience it. So you may very well be doing all the right stuff, but you need those bad vibes so you can experience the good promotion you're about to get.
Come on now.
What if it's not promotion?
And that's
a promotion, baby.
Yeah. She said, what if it's
promotion is about you leaving?
Yeah, what if it's about promotion? It's about me leaving.
Oh, that's
You're about to,
hey, yes.
You're about to leave into greatness.
Yes.
So you need to experience what you don't want. So when you get where you're going, you know exactly what you want. Sure. You need to experience what you don't want, so when you get to where you're going, you know exactly what you want. Exactly. And let me just say this, for teaching purposes. Many people, especially most of the people I talk to, they don't know what they want. That's okay. I'm not here to beat you up about that.
Just know what you don't want.
Know what you don't want.
Yeah.
That's a good start. Because if you keep identifying what you don't want, you're going to be pretty much left with process of elimination. Well, let me try this. Because if you know what you, and hear this well, Sylvia, if you know what you don't want, I can't put that thing on you.
You can't give me no.
You caught it, but they missed it.
No, I got it.
You caught it, Sylvia, but you okay.
Well, I have a comment. It's as simple as you and somebody are trying to figure out what to eat, what restaurant to go to, and they pull up to a Thai restaurant and you're like, I don't like Thai food. If you sit there and say, what do you want? Say, well, I know I don't want Thai food. I don't want Italian.
Right.
I don't want Chinese. So that leaves only the options to eat
That you want.
that you want.
Yeah. Now let's say that food, put it into dating. I'm dating you. Well, excuse me. You don't want no man. I try to date you.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. I can't put me. No, you gonna date me? No, I'm not. Thank you, sir. Get this mace the next time. You understand?
Yeah.
When you know what you don't want, your mama can't push grandbabies on you. Yes, Mom, I know you want to be a grandmother. I get it. But that's not in my future right now. I'm going after this career. Make sense? Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Or we are the reason why relationships are the way they are, and we attract our relationships. So, but what if it's not so great? So we attracted that, or
Yep. Okay.
how does that work?
Yep. Sure. It absolutely. You attracted that, and not only did you attract it, you created it. And I'm gonna break it down ASAP. I'm gonna skip most of these questions. I'm gonna get to yours real quick.
I can hold mine.
You can hold yours. All right. We need to go here right now. There are. Everybody write this down. It's a bit long, but write this down. There are no such thing as relationship problems. Comma. I'll repeat. There are no such thing as relationship problems, comma. There are only character problems that show up in the relationship.
So that goes back to
Yes. Yes. She says that goes back to resistance. She's absolutely correct. I'll repeat that just for clarity for our note-taking people online. There are no such thing as relationship problems. There are only character problems that show up in a relationship. If you have trouble at home, it is because you are the trouble at home. Not the other person. You. It doesn't matter what they're doing. And this is where it's going to get hard.
I can attest.
Yes.
He helped me in that one.
This is where it's going to get hard. Look, it's getting hot for her now.
It's getting hot, girl.
It's a cool 71 degrees in here.
No, it ain't.
She boiled.
No, it ain't.
You got them flashes, you know. I want you to understand that if you have any relationship problems, remember I said come back to lovers? Let's go into lovers. If you have a lover of any kind, your sexual preference is up to you. Don't bother me one bit. I'm just telling you, your significant other in whom you love and are intimate with in a loving manner, adult manner. I'm telling you that whatever they do is your fault. Doesn't matter how you feel about that. And you don't get to disagree with science. A couple of things I'm going to point out here. Write this down. People can never put out to you what you have not put into them. Mm-hmm. People can never put out to you what you have not put into them.
That needs some hashtags to solve
I'm
that.
trying to tell you. Old folk been saying it for years. Yeah, that means people can't treat you like you haven't put that treatment into them.
So people can never put out to you
What you have not put into them. That's
All
right.
in the root.
There's a old folks saying, especially here in Texas, that says, if it's in the well, it's gonna come out in the bucket. Think about this. Y'all are getting the bucket in your relationship. You don't want to admit you filled the well. Yep. I know this old folk talk, but that well is full of water. You just drawing from the bucket, and you mad when the bucket come out with some stuff you don't want to drink.
That you put in there.
But you, whether it be with passive aggressiveness, being quiet, being unsupportive, knick-knacking, not supporting their things they do well, but correcting the things they do wrong, that's the most popular way. It makes no sense for you to understand if you focus on a weak area and never pay attention to a good area of anything, that thing won't die. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that you take a plant, seed, the brown dead leaf, and you get to water the brown dead leaf and don't do nothing else. You get to pray over the dead leaf. And some of you folk, you plead the blood over the dead leaf with all. You understand? You oiling down the dead leaf. All that attention on that dead leaf will kill the whole live plant.
That's true.
I'm going to need you to understand, if you want to save that plant, and then that leaf is dead, it needs to be cut off.
Boom.
You need to cut off what's dead and watch it, embrace what is living. I just said a whole lot. If you are having a problem in your significant relationships, it is because you keep trying to correct the dead. Stop being dead. I told you don't put no dishes in the sink. I told you not to do this. Why you always do that? What you do is, okay, this is something that is dead in this relationship. It is never going to be up to my standard. What I will do now is I will cut my opinion of this and focus on everything else they do right. I just freed somebody. Okay, I got Bryant, Michelle, and then Sylvia.
I just want to testify.
Okay, testify.
Because
And I wasn't even done with this point.
Because no, it's about that point.
Oh, I'm still
Because
got
of-
smoke.
Because of this point and the cutting off, I can testify and say that's true. It's real. 'Cause at one point, me and my wife had a disagreement, and
A married couple with a disagreement?
what
you say?
Yeah, fight. A real fight. And I called. I was like, bruh, I done messed up. I went all the way down to phase 1. I messed up. He said, respond in a way in which you want to be responded to. I went back in and I responded in a way in which I want to be responded to. On top of that, in leadership class, I don't know how we ended up on relationships, but we ended up on relationships this particular leadership class. And he told me, he said, when you stop being in competition with your spouse and y'all become teammates, then y'all be powerful. Because I used to actually compete with me. Because what I was competing with was what I put inside of her. And I used to compete with that. I used to put inside of her reading audiobooks. Now I'm competing with the fact that she might read one more than me. instead of embracing that and we building a team. And okay, babe, you ready one more to be? All right, what you got out of it? And you feel what I'm saying? Make it a team and we build together. So now that I've done that, and I no longer compete, and I actually include, oh man, this all good.
That's all good. Nothing wrong with that. Michelle, and then Sylvia's next.
My question was when you were saying cut it off that it's dead. Is that the same where people get the phrase is stop beating the dead horse?
Oh yeah, well, beating the dead horse is saying you proved your point.
Leave it alone.
The horse is dead. You killed the horse with your point. Now all this repeating you doing, it says you beating up this dead horse.
Is that
you just keep proving your point. All right, I heard you. No, I'm angry. You're gonna be hurt like I'm hurt. Boom. But the horse dead. I got it. No, you don't have it because you don't understand. Boom. And you go back into this other. And I got another point to prove. Boom. And another thing.
In 1985.
Boom. Okay. You understand?
So is that the same thing as you were saying just cut off the leaf?
Yeah. Here's the analogy, and I'll break that. I'll make sure that analogy is even better, more fluid. When you have a leaf that is dead, I'm not talking about it's kind of dead. I mean dead. This is an issue that the only way you are going to save the plant is to simply prune the leaf. That's it. By pruning, I mean alleviate any option to give it energy, attention, time, observation. It is no longer a factor. We don't talk about when you cut the leaf off and throw it away, you don't have a funeral. You don't tell the leaf, you stupid leaf, you abandoned me. You abandoned the plant, now I'm not whole, because the leaf, watch it, that cut off leaf will regenerate. And it will be better than what you didn't like. If you love the rest of the tree. Let me put it in human talk so you can understand. If your significant other does something you don't like, correcting it is not going to make it better.
Nope.
Pointing it out is not going to make it better. Fixing the problem is not going to make it better. That was from my men. We like to fix problems. Instead of listen, we want to fix it. Being passive aggressive about the problem is not going to fix it.
That's going to make it worse.
Withdrawing, and since the problem exists and you don't want to deal with it, come on now. I wish I had somebody.
Come on now.
You know what? I'm just not going to deal with it.
Yeah, I'll worry about that later.
Do what you want.
Do what you want.
Yeah, that's not going to fix it. If you want to fix the problem of what your significant other is doing to you, you simply prune the problem. How do you prune the problem? Oh, this happened. I'm not going to pay attention to it. It was just energy that deflected by me, and I'm going to love the rest of him or her. And when I focus on the rest of him or her, what she or he does right, then what was wrong will be lifted up and it will grow out, and he or she won't have that problem no more, or it won't be as strong. Because when I lifted their self-esteem, I fixed their problem.
That's it.
What if what they're doing, their problem is hurting you?
No, it can't be hurting you. That is going to be where we close, and I'm going to stay there for a little bit.
Okay.
Their problem can't be hurting you. Why can't the problem be hurting you? Because you're trying to be a victim and you are a master creator. They can't hurt you. Only you are hurting you. Your judgmental bias and your fear of actually taking responsibility for your life is why you say they hurt you.
I wasn't talking physical, by the way.
No. Let's clear that up for that.
Not talking about physical.
Don't have to call a cop. She's good. She's good.
She's good.
Okay. Big brother, like
Trust me, okay, no.
Yeah.
I'm saying it is.
No, what I'm saying is you can't hurt me. If you want to know why someone is hurting you and why you can't get over that thing, I'll tell you why. I'm gonna just hit it and move on, but I'm gonna tell you why. You have to deal with this. The reason why they're hurting you is because something on the inside of you has a judgmental problem with what they did.
Wow.
And you think you're better than them in that area. And since you haven't gone inside and released that problem inside of you, every time they do it, they remind you of that problem you scared to deal with. Okay, she said move on.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you. She asked if I can repeat it. Let's get some details here. You give me a problem that you had.
Relationship problem?
Yeah, give me a real relationship problem.
House cleaning.
Oh, we don't go out anymore.
Okay, we don't go out anymore. That seems stronger. Actually, we can use house cleaning too. We use both of them at the same time. I don't clean the house and I don't take you out anymore because both of them can see. You just disrespect me.
Yeah.
You don't care about what
I
care about.
Yeah.
And you must be fooling with somebody else
Because
you ain't taking me out.
We ain't spending time.
And you like to go out. So we can do real issue.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, here's what really was the problem. I feel invisible. I feel disrespected because when I ask you to do something, you're showing me I don't run this house or I'm not the queen of this house. And it's that really bothers me. You're reminding me I'm not as strong as I would like to be. Not taking me out. You're not giving me attention. You're not making me feel better. What you're actually doing is reminding me that if you don't make me feel better, I'm never better. This is why I always want you to take me out, because the truth is, without you, I have no happiness. I haven't learned how to be happy without you. And I use you so I never have to address me. And when you admit these things, the moment you say, you know what? I'm not hurt. You not taking me out doesn't hurt me no more. Why? Because I realized it was me the whole time. I wasn't happy with me.
Right.
Now I can sit here and do whatever. If you want to go out, that's fine. Stay out with your friends, that's fine. I get this red box, this bottle of wine. I'm gonna be happy all by myself. Make sense?
Party over here.
Okay. Now let's conclude. Let's recap that. Not a conclusion, but let's just concisely say that shorter. And I'm gonna go to Sylvia because this is actually her question. We want to let her respond. In conciseness, no one can hurt you. Nobody. Nobody can stop you from doing anything. They're going to make it harder. That's it. Nobody can hurt you. The only reason you're hurt is because there's something inside of you haven't addressed yet. You thought you were ugly or whatever, but now you think you're pretty. You've learned how to be comfortable with the way you look. So now when someone say, oh, well, you don't look, I don't care what you think I look like. I like how I look. I like my natural hair.
Yeah, I like my 3 teeth.
I like my dark skin, my light skin. I like my feet. You don't have to like my feet. I like my feet. Does this make sense? When you get rid of what you hated about you, nobody can make you hate that anymore. Yes, sir. Well, hold on. Let me get to Sylvia. Okay, Sylvia, let's let you respond.
Okay.
Take your time. Sure.
So basically, what you're doing really is an effect to how you're getting treated in a relationship. Because if you encourage them and look at the good, they may change to a better things.
That's right. That's right. So let me finish. Actually, Before I finish addressing what I was going to say about this question, go ahead. You have a comment.
Yeah, because you guys just said when you change,
I'm saying when you address what's in you,
when you address what's
nobody
in you,
can make you hate you.
okay. Opposite side. My question was gonna be on the opposite side of that. When you address you and you get rid of what you hate.
That's right.
With this side of yourself.
Yep.
Not okay. Nobody else can tell you what they don't like about you, but isn't it fair to also say with your spouse you're no longer gonna be complaining about what they're not doing or whatever?
That's right.
Because it's you
That's
that
right.
you really complain about.
That's
So there's no more issues now.
That's right.
Yeah.
There can't be any issues.
Because the issue was you.
When you don't have issues.
Right.
I'm going to make that make plenty of sense a little bit. Let's go deeper into this. I can spend 16 hours on this one subject. I know you get hit because you just as quiet as church mouse. Sure.
But I don't know how to add her on Messenger.
Okay.
Somebody else wanted to get in.
Okay, let me see if she can get in. I have no idea. Let's see if we can add her. Well, it would have to be your, let's see. No, I don't.
Call her.
Yeah, what you would have to do is you would have to start a message thread with both of us and then start a call from that thread. That's what you would have to do there.
Yeah, I just got it.
She can hear what it was.
Right, okay. Okay, so hang up and I'll call you from there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to let her get back in. I love this. I love the uncut version of what I've done here.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, and
Real, live, raw.
Yeah, I didn't want this to be the professional cut green screen and stuff because I wanted this to be real deal Q&A and stuff, you know, real deal. Okay, do I have you both? Okay. So you got the
Hi.
y'all added video chat, so that's all right. Hi, we see you now.
Don't just turn the camera on.
Look, you can just cut your camera off. Okay. For those of you on camera over there, they have one closed. They have one closed.
They are appropriate.
Yeah, they are appropriate. They are appropriate.
Just turn your camera off.
Okay, here we go. And on the top left or something, or bottom left, it should be a little camera button, and you just hit that, and it'll disconnect your camera. Okay. Now, let's go deeper now. Okay. There we go. They got it disconnected now. Got disconnect. Women have to be ready to go on camera. Okay. Here's what I want you to get you to see. And pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Here's what I want you to get you to see and understand here. That if you have a relationship problem, you're the problem, not the other person. No matter how much you do not want to hear that, that is the truth. Because like attracts like. You don't get to escape from science. Now, your ego says it's them. But your grandmother says, well, if everybody would jump off a bridge, would you jump off? See, don't despise the wisdom of old folks. Because they've been telling y'all some quantum physics stuff. Just in some roundabout ways.
Very funny.
Now, if I can't make you jump off a bridge, how can I make you angry? I'm trying to make this work up in here. I'm trying to make it plain as possible. If I can't make you jump off a bridge, how can I make you angry? How did I make you cuss me out? It doesn't matter what I did. Yes, I am being belligerent. Yes, I was disrespectful. Yes, I cheated on you. Yes, I deserve my head bust wide open. No, you don't have to respond. There's a beautiful way. I love to say this all the time. Can you hear me, ladies?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. There's a beautiful way. I love to say this all the time. You don't have to participate in every argument you've been invited to.
I love that phrase.
Yeah.
That has saved me
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I have no idea why I came up with it, but I'm
Just
telling
because
you.
you're invited to the argument.
Yes.
Then you have to attend the party.
Just because you invited me to the argument does not mean that I have to participate. That is when, because I have created my reality. I'm not going to do this. Case in point. All right, somebody was trying to argue with me. Somebody close to me was trying to argue with me yesterday. I said, no, this is what I said. Man, this is, it was shoot. And I went and I just said, you know I'm not going to argue with you, right? And they stopped. And this is the first time they actually stopped. Because it's been about 2 years since I argued with this person. But they finally got the message
I ain't accept that invitation.
yesterday. They waved the white flag. It's probably cussed me out in the head. But she realized there ain't no way in the world he's right. He's not going to argue with me, so I'm not going to get the fix that I want. I'm not going to be able to release this anger the way I want to. So let me go post an obscure post on Facebook about him or something, right? That's the only way I'm in.
That was next.
Okay,
That was next.
That didn't happen, but I'm just saying.
But
You get it?
yeah, that was
You
next.
get it? That didn't happen. And here's the thing. Here's what happened. Here's the craziest thing happened. It was peaceful.
Decent conversation.
I spent another 2 hours around this person. It was peaceful. The person understood that I wasn't going to argue. And it had nothing to do with what I said. It had everything to do with the energy I emit. I push off. You're not going to argue with me. I don't get paid to argue with you. Like Ply said. I don't get paid to argue with you. That's Ply.
I'm sorry,
The great philosopher Ply
That's
said,
it. That's it.
I don't get paid to argue with you.
See,
That makes
right,
sense?
right.
If that don't make sense to you, go search on
Go
Facebook
YouTube,
or
Instagram,
YouTube.
Plies.
Plies. I don't get paid to argue with you. It is a minute of
Yes.
country
Funniness.
funniness.
Yes,
Okay.
funniness.
Okay. What I'm trying to get you to understand is, I can't make you do anything at all. You know why? Which leads us into the one thing I wanted to talk about all day. The law of allowing. I'm going to do a whole hour and something on this. I'm introducing it now. Okay? I get to create whatever I want to create. And I only allow into my reality what I want to allow. So we have to accept this. We have to accept this. I only allow into my reality what I want to allow. Law of allowing says that I am what I am and you are what you are. And you are a master creator. And I am a master creator. And you have the right to create whatever reality that you want, even if I judgmentally disagree with it. And I don't get to stop you from being a master creator. Since I can't stop you from creating the argument you desire to have, I now accept that you desire this argument. I accept that you desire this marital problem. I am not allowing that problem in my reality. I'm going to give you a great story here in a second. Let's break this out. I do this and I go each level so everybody's understanding. Okay? Now let's go deeper. I'm going to say the same thing about 5 times. It's going to be the same thing over and over. I'm just going deeper and deeper, which will be more simple. Okay? That means that I would let you create all the boo-boo that you want around you. And I would say, oh, I'm so sorry. You wanted a diaper. You want people who want boo-boo. Let me do you a favor. Allow me to give you permission to go be boo-boo over there. See, I didn't fight you. I simply said, oh, You don't belong here. And that's okay. I'm not mad that you wanted to create what you wanted to create. Keep in mind, when I go deeper, it's gonna hurt. Hit all y'all in the face. Okay?
You already did.
I'm gonna really hit you in the face.
I can't even hear you today.
Yeah. So think about this. Listen to the words you show right to this. Listen to the words I just said. I'm going to allow you to do what you want to do, even if I don't like it. I'm getting ready to do that. Just know that's where I'm going next. I'm gonna let you do that over there. Now let's go deeper into what I just planted twice. The reason why y'all keep getting into situations that you don't like is because you so judgmental and controlling that you won't let people create their own crosses, their own realities, because you trying to control their harvest. This is not what we do in this family.
I can't even swivel a chair. I don't have a swivel chair.
Listen, your kids to your adults to you cannot. If you want to create a felony, I cannot control that. I must freely admit that what you want to create does not serve me. That's easy. But I must understand that if it doesn't serve you, I shouldn't control that. That's where y'all go wrong. And I know it. That's why I'm going to go do. I'm going to say the same thing 5 times. I'm on the third. If you don't know, I'm very strategic. I know exactly where all this is going. Because someone just went, but I want to help people. Aha! Let's go deeper. I can only help you if I am first helped. And if I influence you to help, not control you to what I want. I can only help you if I am first helped myself. Story, airplane, you gotta put the mask on you first, then protect whoever's next to you. I can't help you dead. I have to first be living. I can't save the world poor. I can't help the homeless broke. I cannot help the homeless by getting down and laying next to them. I have to go make something and then provide them a pallet, bed, something to lay on with money or connections or something. You understand? Now, what y'all are trying to do is control the people you love. I'll tell you how you do it. You say, Deanna, this is what you need to do. And watch it. In your experience,
you think you have it.
in your experience, you know you right. Couple of things there. For one, you're not right. You're right in your experience. And you think because you're older than this person, you know better than this person. That is not the same thing. Then on top of that, here's what else you do. You say, I just told you, why you not doing it? So what you're trying to do is plant the seed and say, grow right now. You better grow right now into a tree that I want you to be. And the tree better look like this. Now think about this. How long did it take you to change? Come on now. Come on. Took some of us. Some of us had to waste our whole 20s to get one lesson. Okay, she said it took her a kid to learn a lesson. What about y'all online? What did it take you to learn a lesson? I still ain't learned it.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
That was one lesson.
Still learning. That's fair. Okay, listen, you can't hear what she said. I came here to actually realize what I'm trying to learn. That's why I'm here, Antonio. I understand. But check it out. what I want you to understand, very simply, is that you can't plant a seed and make it grow at the same time. But that's what y'all do. This is why the people that you love, you control, and this is why you have relationship problems.
Let's try to take the seed and pull the flower out of it.
Yes. Look, you say things like, didn't I tell you to clean up? You just planted that seed. Now all of a sudden you want this,
get up like
you want this
like,
man
yeah,
that ain't cleaned up his bed
ever.
ever. His mama cleaned up behind him his whole life. And now that he with you, you want him to change immediately?
You start cleaning up soon as you meet him. You ain't even taught him how to clean.
Or you won't even acknowledge him because he doesn't do it.
You understand?
You know how to do it.
You can't do. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. So the law of allowing says you are more than welcome to create whatever you want to create, and I will not stand in judgment. You have to say something?
I was saying over there.
Over there. Over there. But now, I'm going to break this. Is the whole class. It ain't coming yet. It's so tough. I got it. It's about 5, 6, 7 classes away. Okay? But what I'm trying to get you to understand, this is the part of this law allowing. Y'all ready for this? Because someone, man, I'm saying I'm going to do 5 times. Here's the 5th time. Okay? Here's the 5th time. Some of y'all just went, but I'm not going to let them go hurt somebody over there. See? You are trying to control. Because you are not taking into fact that they are only creating a reality for people they can hurt. And the people who want to be hurt are drawing these people who hurt you. No. See, I'm going to break it down even more simple. I got you. You're saying, but they're mean. He's abusive, or he's not going to, or she's not going to do whatever it is. Give me an example. Give me just anything. Make it emotionally powerful. He'll never change. Now watch this here. He'll never change. Now watch it. This is what I'm saying. So what I said is, you're not taking in consideration that they are what they are, and so are the people they will attract. Watch it. He'll never change. So you try to make him change. That's the wrong thing. You need to release him out of your life. Woo! I know where I'm going. You need to release him out of your life, because he is only going to keep creating. I'm never going to change. Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. But watch it. There's a second element here. And the people who will attract him in their life only want a man who is never going to change. Because like attracts like. They're not being hurt. They're getting exactly what they want.
Got it.
She said, damn. Okay, so let's open it up.
Revelation.
That is revelation. So let's open it up to our two wonderful ladies online, and I'm going to let them comment. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh my, I just got put on the spot. Okay, I think it makes sense, like what you said, because we attract what we basically attract what we are, like how we feel, you know?
Yep.
And we're trying to make that person change, but we need to change the way we think in order to get what we want, because if we keep attracting the negative things in our lives, like we're gonna be unsatisfied. That's kind of like bad karma.
She got it. She got it. She got it. Yep. Okay. Okay, your turn.
Really? Okay, I'm a little nervous. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna use like when I was younger, I died. I was like told not to be my family didn't like it, but I just saw love. But I just believed that I deserved more, and I just kept being with him. And it just took me so long to realize I'm like, I deserve better, and then I kept attracting someone I was trying to change, and till today, he's still not changed. Starting
Good job. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's
She tickled me. She said, he still ain't changed.
Now, all this time.
And check it out. Has she still been trying to change him? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. It's great how we can hear the speakers, whatever it is. So here's where we end, because there's something I want to give to you. Oh, yeah, okay. He's like, thank you. Can you use some candy, please? You've been elbowing me in the eye the whole time. Look, do you see why I did not start off with law of attraction in relationships? I had to give you a lot of meat first for you to get this in. Oh, it's definitely informative. Here's how you change people. Yes, you can. But there's one way that you can. The only way to change. Okay, look. She's like, please make it work. Please make it work. Okay. You can't change anybody. But yeah, you can't change anybody. What you can do is when you change and when you no longer tolerate such a thing, what you do is with your positive behavior, you influence someone to change. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to work. Because like she said, he still ain't changed. You understand? Because people have to do their own thing. They have to create their own realities. And they will attract the people who want to be heard. That's period, point blank, the way it is. But what I'm saying to you is very simple. All of y'all have been changed, air quotes, by me. But I didn't say stop doing this. That never would have worked. What I did was I showed you an example. I called you a lot of losers. I showed you an example. I really did call him loser a lot. I showed you an example. And then when you were ready for me to bite your head off, when you deserved it, I said, oh, no problem. And you wasn't ready for that. My good behavior, my correct motives made you go, wow, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do him like that. Maybe he's not like everybody else. How many of you have said that before about somebody? Two stories I want to tell you before we get out of here. Story number one. As you are on your journey, as you're on your path, I need you to receive and get two men. They had farms. And on the farms, they were waiting for rain to come. It was a drought in the land. One of the farmers had enough faith to till his field every day and plant seeds. The other did not. When the rain came, which farmer do you think received the harvest?
The one who planted or tilled it.
From that story, I need you to receive that you have to do the hard transformational work while it's dry. While you are in your cutback season, while he is not acting right, while she is not behaving correctly, while your money is funny, you have to still save. Before the rain comes, you must do all the dirty work in the drought. I am saying something. Because when the blessing does come, you will be wet and unqualified. See, that farmer's field got wet. but it was unqualified to produce a harvest. And you know what wet and unqualified looks like in the real world? Seeing other people get blessed and you're not. Close enough to someone else's breakthrough, but you didn't put in the work to receive yours. She said, ouch, ouch, ouch. We've done it. We've not gone to college. Saw our friends go to college. They came back, and the moment we saw them graduated, we felt bad. Make sense? Okay, you know, like, man, that could have been me. We wasted our whole 20s partying. Now we trying to clean up our credit in our 30s. But some of our friends did. They didn't do what we was doing in our 20s. Now they balling in their 30s. And while we, your 20s, okay? Good, so don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. Okay.
Do not go toward the light, Caroline.
I used to laugh at things like law of attraction, what you think is what you create, anything related to energy, you attract who you are, anything of that nature. I used to laugh at because I'm like, that's not true. And then I came across Antonio in his teachings of law of attraction. And at first I rejected it because, again, I used to laugh at these things. And the more and more I listened to Antonio's teachings, the more and more things actually started making sense to me. Things started opening up for me. And things started changing for me. The law of attraction teachings that Antonio does have absolutely changed my life, from the way that I parent, to the person that I am today, to the way I do business, to the way I live my life. I never knew how important your thoughts and your emotions were, and that you actually attract that. You know, we always say, this is what I want. But what are you attracting deep within you? What vibration are you putting out there? And it took Antonio's teachings for me to be able to understand that while in my head I'm saying, this is what I want, the vibration that I'm putting out is a complete opposite. Once he taught me that, the next step was to teach me how to vibrate at what I wanted. And once I started vibrating at what I wanted, that's when I noticed just how real the law of attraction is. Antonio has taught me that thoughts plus emotion equal creation, how to vibrate at what you want, how to put yourself where you want to be, to feel it, to smell it, to taste it, to see it, how to touch it. Put yourself there and stay there and vibrate there, and it will come to you. The people that you want to attract into your life, vibrate there. Who are they? How do they look? What do they dress like? What are their characters? Who are they? And the biggest thing that he ever taught me was how to be a better me through law of attraction. I used to ask him, how do I become better? He was like, you create who you want to be. Because I didn't know at the time where I wanted to be. I just knew I wanted to be better. And he told me exactly how to do it. He said, find the people who you're drawn to. Find those who are where you want to be. And start moving like they move. Study them. And what I didn't realize was he was teaching me how to attract my future self. And in the process of doing that, even attract being able to associate with these people, be on the same level with them, be in the same atmosphere and network with them. And I have actually had the opportunities to start moving in that direction because he taught me how to attract that into my life, and learning law of attraction through Antonio has truly changed my life. It has truly changed my success. It has truly changed who I am today. And while I am not perfect in the law of attraction, staying on top of and consistently listening to Antonio's teachings remind me every day to be grateful, to attract that into my life, to only focus on the outcome and attract only the outcome in my life, and don't get stuck in the how and the why. Just focus on the finish line, and I'll attract the finish line into my life. The law of attraction has made me a greater person. I know it will do the same for you.